Well, that's good. That was all looking pretty good. Get your half-time comments in. What did you think to the game so far? I think we're well on top in this game. Bournemouth look rubbish. They are second from bottom. Good half, says somebody on Facebook. Chris Allen saying that's a decent half performance. However, the opposition isn't up to much. Brains engaged in the second half. Chris, I think that's probably summed it up absolutely spot on. Casey says we need to nail these 3-0. I agree with you. Karen out in the States. How are you doing, Karen, out there? Yeah, going well. Very good start for the boys, says Jack. I think we've done everything that we need to do. I think we've had over 10 chances with 3 or 4 of them on target. I think we're looking much better. Leo saying, thought we have been fantastic, back to our normal selves. I agree, Leo. I think Bournemouth are not all that, if I'm honest, if we're saying that. Stephen Payne, I totally agree with you, just saying that before half-time. We are well on top, but we need that second goal. Casper, just as it went into the end of that half, I thought that was a fantastic save by Casper with one hand above him. So, at 1-0 up, can't let them get a goal in. So Casper saving that is absolutely brilliant. Neil is watching out in Australia. He says, we need another goal. Justin being superb again. Could be 3 up, says Andy. They're not very good. Ryan is saying, just play it out, but don't overexert. Ryan, I think we do need that second goal. Mitchell was saying in here, so many comments, keep coming them in there. Colin is saying that James Justin is settled in, looking good. Auntie Karen saying that's the first of my predicted 2 Vardy goals. It was scrappy, but and to be fair, woeful defending by Bournemouth let us in there for us. Graham saying Vardy for the golden boot. I think, does that make him on 23, Graham, now? Casey, 1 mistake from us and it's a draw now. 1 mistake and 1 great shot, just like they had before. So 1-0 is never going to be, it's always going to be squeaky bum time. So we must have more. Derek says, someone said it earlier, Bournemouth would have to come out. They didn't, just keep going. Danny says scrappy goal, but we've done everything that we needed to. If you're watching this on Facebook, please like and share this. If you're watching it on Twitter or Periscope, give us a retweet, give us a heart. And if you're watching on YouTube, please give us a follow or a like. That would be great. And obviously put all your comments in wherever you are watching. Somebody on Facebook says they all count. They do. Trust me, we were all pleased with that. Jason saying it's a decent first 45. Been surprisingly comfortable. Thanks for all those likes and shares I can see coming through. I really appreciate that. Mark saying Perez's passing is wayward. I thought Perez is having a pretty decent game with you, Mark, but hey, you're allowed to say what you think. I think Perez looks at his best in the position he is playing today. Do you agree with that or not? Chris Guthrie, do you know, I didn't know that, Chris. He's saying we've never ever won at Bournemouth. Interesting stuff. JJ and Tielemans look sharp today, saying Jake Short. Rob is saying he's watching from Tampa in Florida. Thanks, Rob. Far-flung Fox. James from the Fox's Arms saying, didn't I say 0-1 at half-time? If you say you said it, Jamie, I'll trust you. I wouldn't argue. With your profile picture like that, your Mafia picture, I'm not going to argue with you on that one. Trust me. Jason says Perez has had a great game. I agree with you, Jason. I think this is Perez at some of his best in this position. Ross says would have been a little different had Ryan Fraser was playing, but he isn't. Alan Ball saying contender for goal of the season. That it is not, Alan. It certainly was not contender out there. David is saying it's bloody cold. 13 degrees in Australia. Oh, poor you, David. Trust me, it's sweaty times in Leicester. Locks from the content team saying better side with Fuchs at wing back over Chile. Hope Mark Albrighton's all right. Anybody know what's happened there to him? We look like we were hearing it might be his ribs or something, but if it was, he could well be out for a little while. So hope Mark Albrighton is doing all right and not going to be out that far. We did win at Bournemouth, says Mark Coleman. Yeah, I can't remember. I didn't know this would be our first ever win at Bournemouth, if I'm honest. I seem to remember we've won there before. Richard Court says there will be gaps in the second half, needs to capitalise and kill the game off. I think that's it, Richard. I know it's blooming obvious to say the next goal is critical, but it is. It just, if it's Leicester, if we go 2, I think we're cruising. At 2-0, it could go 3-0, could go 4-0. We just don't want to mess this up today. And that's what my fear is a little bit. It's just that one shot that comes in and suddenly you know, it's 1-1 and they just don't deserve it. I don't want it to be that game where Leicester suddenly let one in and undeserved. Tony's watching in Lakeland, Flar. Where's Flar? Come on, Tony, tell us where that is. Anthony's. Oh, we're getting weather reports here at half time. 105 degrees here in LA. Thanks, Anthony, for that. Looked like he twisted it to me, Albrighton. That's Jason saying that. And here is this update. Ross saying Championship in 2014. We beat Bournemouth then. I thought we had done, Ross. I thought we had. We've only not won at Bournemouth in the Premier League. Well, we've only played them in the Premier League, I think, 3 times, is it, or 4? So still, let's hope today is the first one of that going on. Leo's watching in Aberdeen, Scotland. Get them in. Tell us where you're watching as we go through half time. Anthony's saying we need the next goal. They will fall apart. I agree with you. We really do. And Tony's saying he's in Florida. Little weather update, 93 degrees. Who's watching in Leicester? Who's in lockdown Leicester? Hands up if you are. I can't. I'm not in Leicester. I'm out. I'm in the Shire of Leicestershire, but I'm not in Leicester, so I'm not in the lockdown area of it. If you're in lockdown Leicester, like Amanda is, you can get them in there and give us a shout out. Chris is saying it's going to be 6-0 second half. Crazy. Listen, I reckon if we were to get an early one, it could go on to be 3 or 4. Jamie's weather report from the Fox's Arms is 33 degrees here in Alcudia. Don't forget the Fox's Arms opens tomorrow. Go and say hello to Jamie if you're out there, if you're braving it out there. Joanna says she's in flipping lockdown. And who's this? Somebody in Syston. Locks is in Syston, says 20 degrees in Syston. What do you reckon second half? Any changes? Score predictions? Where are we going to go now? Next goal is the big one. While I put a few of your comments on there where you're telling me where you were watching from. Alan is out in Stockholm. Thanks for watching, Alan. Jack's in lockdown Leicester. Matt is in Swindon. Let's get Jack ones on there. What's your thought on this Jovic from Real Madrid rumour, Phil? Leo, I haven't even thought about that. I haven't even looked. Too excited about Leicester making Champions League. Let's hope that is it. Jordan says the COVID boys are well on fire. Yeah, I agree. Mark's watching. Sorry, Neil saying, I don't think it's quite cigar time yet. No, I don't think it is. Jamie needs to put that away. Mark's watching in London. Billy Payne's watching in lockdown Leicester. Just need, a second half's about ready to kick off, isn't it? So we best go and get on with things. Grab yourself a beer, grab yourself a pint, and enjoy yourself. Mick Bell, of course, in sunny Quorn. Have you been down the White Hart yet? And the White Horse, any of those yet, Mick? Xander, was that you, mate? Yes, I did see. I saw somebody down at the tip in Mount Sorrel yesterday, and he said, hey, Leicester stuff. So, Xander, that was nice to see you down there. I'm back down there later this week with some more crap for you to fill up your bins. Craig saying, keep concentration and push on. Don't want any squeaky bum time from set. I agree, Craig. We need that next goal. We definitely need that next goal. Chris is in Lincolnshire and Ben is from Leicester, now in Wolverhampton. Today's the day. We said it's a must-win, didn't we? We're doing it so far. That is a good first 45. Let's go and make it a good second 45. Wherever you are watching, join us literally as soon as the final whistle goes. I'm going to put a link out there. So if any of you want to come on and join, give us your video views. We want more and more of you to do that. So please do come on. Let's make it a big 45 for Leicester and let's go and win this game now. See you after the show.